Matrix marriages. Love that keeps you asleep is not love, it's a leash. You took the vows beneath twinkling lights, promising forever to the soundtrack of approving smiles. The diamond caught the light just right, a perfect prison disguised as a promise. Two becomes one, they said. What they didn't mention, one of you would eventually disappear. The transition happened so gradually you barely noticed. Small surrenders disguised as compromise, dreams deferred in the name of stability. Identities folded and tucked away for the sake of harmony. The Matrix marriage had uploaded its program, and you both played your assigned roles flawlessly. The architecture of Illusio. Matrix marriages aren't built on malice but on collective delusion, relationships constructed entirely within society's approved template, offering the comfort of conformity while silently suffocating authentic connection. These relationships run on scripts rather than truth. The husband who provides financially while emotionally bankrupting himself. The wife who maintains domestic perfection while her soul's hunger grows feral. The couple who creates the picture-perfect family while secretly living as strangers. The partners who accumulate all the right possessions while losing possession of themselves. From the outside, everything appears ideal: the home, the holidays, the coordinated social media presence. The algorithm of acceptable partnership executed to perfection, while beneath the surface, twin deaths of spirit occur in slow motion. The blue pill partnership. What makes a matrix marriage isn't unhappiness, it's unconsciousness. The willful choosing of comfortable illusion over the messy reality of authentic connection. The collective agreement to never speak the truths that might collapse the carefully constructed facade. Prioritize the relationship's appearance over its substance. Maintain social standing at the expense of soul growth. Trade genuine intimacy for predictable security. In the blue pill partnership, both parties tacitly agree to remain half asleep, half alive. They become masters of mutual limitation, each partner silently enforcing the boundaries of the other's cage, mistaking the confinement for protection. Warning signs: you're plugged into the system. The matrix marriage reveals itself through subtle glitches in the programmed reality. The relief of separation. That inexplicable lightness when your partner leaves town, not because you don't love them, but because you can finally drop the performance. The identity amnesia. Struggling to remember who you were before we became your primary identity. Your passions, perspectives, and purpose outside the relationship now feel like distant memories. The conspiracy of silence. Entire territories of conversation declared off limits through unspoken agreement. Questions never asked. Feelings never expressed. Desires never named. The acceptable dissatisfaction. The quiet resignation that this is just how marriage is, a normalization of disconnection justified by comparing your functioning and happiness to others' visible dysfunctions. The outsourced validation. Measuring your relationship's success not by how it feels from within but by how others perceive it from without. The intoxication of being couple goals while feeling hollow inside. The comfortable cage. The most insidious aspect of matrix marriages. They're designed to be just comfortable enough to prevent rebellion. The golden handcuffs of mutual mortgage, merged finances, entangled social circles, and family expectations create a mathematics of inertia. The equation always concludes: staying asleep is easier than awakening. The narrative enforcement is relentless. All long-term relationships lose their spark. Marriage is about compromise code for sacrificing your essential self. You're expecting too much when you hunger for depth. Every couple struggles normalizing dysfunction. These mantras aren't wisdom, they're sedatives, administered to keep you docile within the program. Breaking free, the red pill relationship. Liberation begins with a simple, terrifying question. If there were no social consequences, no external judgments, would you still choose this relationship exactly as it is? The red pill relationship requires radical honesty. Speaking truths that might initially destabilize but ultimately liberate. Choosing authentic messiness over comfortable pretense. Conscious coupling. Approaching partnership as a vehicle for mutual awakening rather than mutual limitation. Committing to growth even when it disrupts the comfortable patterns. Sovereignty before unity. Recognizing that true intimacy requires to complete individuals choosing connection, not to have people seeking completion. Purpose beyond permanence. Measuring success not by longevity alone but by how the relationship serves each person's highest evolution, even if that eventually means conscious uncoupling. Rewriting the code. deliberately examining inherited relationship scripts and discarding those that limit rather than liberate, creating partnership by design rather than by default. The awakening. Sometimes, illumination arrives through crisis, infidelity, illness, loss that shatters the matrix's illusion. Other times, it comes through quiet revelation, the gradual recognition that you've been living someone else's idea of love rather than creating your own. Either way, once you see the matrix marriage for what it is, you face the ultimate choice: return to comfortable unconsciousness or step into the uncertain territory of awakened partnership. The latter path isn't easier, but it's alive. It trades the predictable for the possible. It replaces performance with presence. It demands everything while promising nothing except this: you will be fully seen, fully challenged, and fully alive. True love isn't a leash that keeps you tethered to sleeping consensus. It's the hand that shakes you awake, again and again, insisting that you bring your whole self to the table of connection even when that self is inconvenient, complex, or challenging to the status quo. In the end, the most radical act isn't leaving a matrix marriage. It's transforming it through the courage to be fully awake within it, or the courage to walk away when awakening together proves impossible.